shadows of Chernobyl. Estimations. The wind poured from the black hole of the sky like a ghostly wail, piercing through every crevice in the body armor and chilling to the bone. I stood on the front line, the Ukrainian flag waving before me like the last bastion of hope in a sea of despair. We were the final stand, the last defense against what lurked in the darkness of Chernobyl. The evening was damp and cold, like the breath of death itself. Our flashlights illuminated the desolate lands, where grass intertwined with debris and ruins. Every rustle, every whistle of the wind made my muscles tense, ready for any danger. But the real threat didn't reveal itself openly. It hid in the shadows, waiting for its moment. For weeks, we had been conducting operations in this accursed zone. Radiation seemed like an invisible enemy, killing our comrades slowly and mercilessly. But there were other threats, more mystical, more terrifying. Most of the past shadows of those who perished during the accident, haunting us in dreams and reality, vanishing in the blink of an eye, leaving only the scent of burning air. One day, as we patrolled an abandoned village, I heard whispers. They sounded like a summons from the past, echoes of dead voices. I turned, but saw no one. My comrades heard them too. We gripped our weapons, but the anomaly was already upon us. The ground shook beneath our feet, and strange, glowing figures flickered in the air, disappearing before we could make sense of what was happening. We tried for a long time to forget what we had seen, but the shadows of Chernobyl wouldn't release us. They pursued us in our nightmares. They crept into our thoughts like cold smoke. I heard some of us claim they saw their dead brothers among the ghosts, that they communicated with them in dreams. But I didn't believe it. I refused to see anything in it, but exhaustion induced illusion and fear. However, on that last day, as I stood guard, I felt something inexplicable. I felt as though someone was watching me from the shadows, as though the hand of death brushed my back. I turned and saw nothing, feeling the whistle of the wind and heaviness in the air. I turned again, but the shadow was already there before me, slowly emerging from the night. It was silent, but its eyes burned bright like coal fires in the abyss. I called for help from my comrades, but when they arrived, the shadow vanished, along with everything else. They looked at me like I was mad, but I knew what I had seen. I knew something lived in the shadows of Chernobyl, something that wouldn't let us rest, something that drew us in like a magnet. And now I stand here before you, General. I don't know what happened to that soldier. He vanished as though swallowed by the earth. But I know one thing. Chernobyl is not just a place of catastrophe. It's a place where darkness and light merge, where past and present intertwine, where every step could be the last. Be careful, General. There's no room for the faint of heart in this zone.
Are you craving gripping stories where war meets the paranormal? Subscribe to the Ethereal Encounters channel and show your support with likes.